Hi, third graders. It's Miss Hammis. We just explored some strategies for solving this addition problem. We found our addends, and we knew we had to add these huge numbers, multi-digit numbers. So, what is a strategy that we used? Well, we used partial sums. We broke numbers into their parts based upon place value. Thousands, hundreds, tens, and ones. And then we found our answer here. We also used a strategy that I like to call the place value chart. And so we looked at ones, tens, hundreds, and finally thousands. And then we said for the place value chart, place value was very important, so we lined up our ones, our tens, our hundreds, and finally our thousands. And we were able to solve that way. Today, right now, we are not going to use the place value chart, nor are we going to use our expanded form method. We're going to learn a different strategy, and it's called the standard algorithm for addition. Now, the standard algorithm for addition, place value is also hugely important. So I'm actually going to leave in my lines that divide columns for the ones, the tens, the hundreds, and the thousands. Remember, we brought our first addend down, and then we brought our second addend down. And we're finding the sum. That means we add the two numbers together. So let's learn how this addition standard algorithm works. First off, we will start in the far right column with the ones. 8 plus 6 is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so we are ready to write 14. Miss Hammis, wait, you cannot do that. There cannot be two digits in just one area, in one square. So remember, we have these columns. And I just wrote a 1 and a 4 to represent a 10 and 4 ones, 14. But I can't have two numbers there. Not with the standard algorithm. So that means I need to represent the ones in a different way. I'm going to represent them with only ones. How many tens and ones do we see in this number? I see 1 10. Here's our 10. I see 4 ones. Here are our ones. So let's leave the ones there. In our 10, we're going to draw an arrow and take it next door. So let's take that 10 away, and we're going to put our 10 next door. Okay, now we're ready to add in the tens column. What's 1 plus 7? 8 plus 9. 8 plus 9 is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Miss Hammis, you can't do that. You've got two digits in that space. You can only have one digit, one number. So 17, remember, it's going to look like a 1, a long tens rod. And then how many ones? 7 ones. So here's what 17 looks like. A tens rod for the ones, and they're set for the tens. We have 1 tens rod. And how many ones? 7. Okay. If we can only keep one digit here, we're keeping our ones here. So we're going to keep our 7 ones, but we're going to bump that 10 over just like we did. We're going to move that 10 over next door. So I'm going to erase my 1 and move that 10 next door. Now let's add 1 plus 6, 7, plus 2, 9. Is that okay? Am I allowed to have 9 in that column? It's just 1 digit, 1 number, so that's okay. Okay, let's go next door to the thousands place. 2 plus 1 is 3. And because they're in the thousands place, that 3 really means 3,000. So our answer using the standard algorithm, when we regrouped and carried over a value of 10, our answer was 3,974. So remember, at first we got 14, and then we said, oh, we can only have 1 digit here. We're going to keep our 1s here. So we had to regroup and move that 10 over to right here. Then we said 1 plus 7 is 8, plus 9 is 17. But we can't write 1, 7. We can only have 1 digit there, our 1s. So here was 17 represented with number blocks, the 10 and then little 7 1s. So we can keep our 1s, but we've got to kick that 10 next door and regroup. So we've been doing lots of regrouping. So that 10, we regrouped it. So 1 plus 6, 7 plus 2 is 9. Okay, so we're in the hundreds column, so we're representing 900. And that's 1 digit, so we're good. Let's go next door. 2 plus 1, 3, which means really a value of, what place is it in? Thousands, 3,000. So our answer is 3,974. Is that the same answer we got when we used the partial sums? We broke them up by place value? Yes. So regrouping with the standard algorithm. So this is now called, got to put a new sign up. We are using the standard algorithm. I'll write it big right here. So remember, with this standard algorithm method, we still used place value, didn't we? We still brought our first addend down, our symbol for addition, and our second addend, and then we split up the columns into 1s, 10s, hundreds, and thousands. And the simple way is to just add. It looks like we're adding according to our symbol. So we just added straight down. And if we went above the value of 10, we had to move over these tens rods to put a 1 in the next door. And that was called regrouping. So good job carrying that value of 10 over next door. We had to do it twice, once for 14. Right here with 4 1s left over. And then we had to do it again for 17. We had to regroup that 10 again because we just didn't have enough space. You can only have the 1s here. So excellent work learning a new strategy called the standard algorithm. Now, whenever you see a multi-digit addition problem, you can use partial sums, so decomposing numbers and using their expanded form. You can use that place value chart we had talked about, or you can use this standard algorithm, lining up the place value and going down, and you might have to regroup if you get 10 or more. Great job today.